On board the Greek supertanker Haven, the crew was completing the unloading of a shipment of Iranian petroleum, which they had acquired while in the Persian Gulf. Everything was proceeding according to plan. The process had become routine and left no place for mistakes. But suddenly and unexpectedly, something went wrong. In tank number 2 in the bow area, there was an explosion that tore away the sides of the ship. Parts of the steel covering were hurled into the sea over hundreds of meters. The days and nights that followed, the first 90 meters of the forecastle was a swimming torch. The obituary was announced the 14th of April at 10:15. The supertanker Haven from this moment on became an offering of the sea. The seafloor of Arenzano acquired the ship and consequently became the guardian of the wreck. After an exhausting and tormented life, it became the cradle in which the ship found its rest and serenity. In the last few years, a visit to the wreck of the former supertanker is a must for the divers halfway around the world. Even if the bow area of the Haven is gone, even today it has a magnificent size with its length of approximately 250 meters and a width of 50 meters. Its height can be compared to a building with 18 floors. It's not a coincidence that the tanker was nominated the Queen of the Mediterranean Sea. This dive, classified as standard route, is an example of a classic dive for scuba divers visiting the Haven for the first time. After only a few minutes, we have our first contact with the wreck. The bridge construction and the roof of the control area can be found at a depth of 33 meters. There is a very wide surface that we quickly swim over. We're interested in the bridge, which can be found on the underlying deck and can be reached using the left side. The exploration of this area can be compared with a simple walk. The area from which the commander navigated the ship no longer has any walls. The only walls remaining in their original position are those of the card room. Nothing remained from the equipment. Both the nautical instruments as well as the internal telephone installation vanished. The fire destroyed everything. Everything was replaced by oysters. Before we reach the open space using the exit on the opposite side, we have an unusual meeting. It is a copy of the statue of the Jesus Child of Prague. Above the city of Arenzano exists a sanctuary with this name in its title, Santuario del Gesù Bambino di Praga. We are once again outside the bridge. Only this time, after we visited some of the decks, We can imagine the size of this wreck. Everything is wrapped up into numerous groups of fish. The wreck of the haven is an ideal place and refuge for many different types of sea organisms. We move ourselves to another interesting point of the wreck. It's the right derrick. Still today we can find at the outermost point of the derrick the caster through which ran a steel cable. There is also a derrick on the left side of the ship. They were used to load material or merchandise onto the ship and could move a maximum weight of 12 tons. We leave this interesting place and go visit the final part of the smokestack. Originally, it was taller, but due to navigational safety restrictions, it was cut. The cut of the smokestack revealed a large quantity of tubes vanishing inside the tanker. The view from here is unique for its panorama. We have the sensation of being on a tower in the middle of the sea. This place, like the bridge structure, is a good vantage point to observe deep sea fish during this period of time. The rest of our dive course, which eventually brings us back to our point of departure, is also very impressive. In fact, a cable was installed to pass from the smokestack to the bridge construction without changing depth. This not only helps us to change our position quickly, but is also a good support if we meet currents. Our dive terminates with this fascinating experience. Now we have to wait some minutes for decompression, but it is worthwhile, and we can honor the Queen of the Mediterranean Sea.